Back and like I told you, when we come back on the program, we'll be talking safety on the road and all the antecedent factors that contribute to safety on the road, as well as the importance of safety on the road. And this week, our focus is shifting to unsafe driving methods or unsafe driving things that we do that make driving not safe on the road. And as usual, this segment of the program is one that is very exciting. It's one that I am really excited about because it talks about road safety. And who helps me do that talk is none other but my very own Oga. I call him my own Oga. That is Imran Ibrahim. You're welcome on the program this morning, sir.
Thank you so much. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You know why it's important that the roads are safe? We all need to go out to hustle, to look for legitimate means of survival. And in doing so, we use these roads.
Exactly.
We use this road to go. We use this road to come back. Our kids use this road to get to school, to acquire knowledge. They use this road to come back. Our mothers, our aunties, our uncles, everybody. There is nobody at all, no matter how highly placed you are, that does not use the road. So
exactly.
It's very important we use the road. And that is why we are looking at unsafe practices on the highway, on the roads. It's important that we bring these things to fore. And that's why you're here,
exactly.
Imran Ibrahim. But before we go into that, let's quickly review the week. What was it like in the FCT?
Yeah, good morning, viewers. The week under review, this week there are little issues. Because there are crashes. Even now, around 11, there was an accident, or 12, along Goodluck Ebele Jonathan Road. I think my boys are there. They have not come back from the rescue for me to know the exact details. But we had crashes this week under review as a result of dangerous driving by so many drivers, lack of lane discipline, issue of beating of traffic. We recorded accident this week. We recorded accident. Even there is one that has fatality. We lost somebody. The vehicles were assaulted. I think along Abuja Barrack, one Honda Accord white. So assaulted. The person died there instantly because he was not using seat belt. So like what we have been saying all through, people should observe traffic rules and regulation. This life has no duplicate. You have one life, no addition. That's all. If you subtract it, that's the end of it.
There's no part.
Yes, life has no duplicate.
They say the cat has 9 lives.
Exactly. So the week under review is not fair because there are crashes. So we lost a Nigerian.
Now, this morning our focus is on unsafe
driving practices. Exactly.
Now let's quickly identify, say 5 of them.
Exactly.
What are these practices?
Well, let me say something. Unsafe driving practices is driving in a manner that is dangerous, hazardous, unprofessional, unethical. Driving that can cause harm to yourself or to other road users, or driving that can cause harm to public properties, driving that can cause harm to vehicles and other automobiles that are being used on the road. So that is exactly what we mean by unsafe driving practices. And what constitutes unsafe driving practices? Number one, dangerous driving. People driving dangerously. When we say dangerous driving, we are talking about any act of driving that is dangerous to yourself and to other road users. Reckless. Is it speeding? Is it lack of lane discipline? Is it distracted driving? What have you? Is it carrying heavy loads? These tippers that are carrying sand that used to be blowing on other, all these are dangerous, act of dangerous driving. That is number one. Number two, overloading is an unsafe driving practice. People that are overloading their vehicle with passengers, because that can lead to crash. How does it lead to crash? I have explained it. Tire blown out, steering lock, and other things. Distraction is also what an unsafe driving practice. Number two, driving while you are smoking or eating. I have seen people when they are going to office, they have food in their food flask, maybe plantain, yam, or whatever. They will be driving, they will be eating. They will be driving, they will be smoking. These are also unsafe driving practices. Another thing of unsafe driving practices is putting children in the front. By law, by our NRTR and whatever traffic law you have in Nigeria, unless a child is above 11 years before he sat in the front seat, he should be at the back. So keeping children at the front, because not even touching you, they may be trying to open the door. They may be trying to touch one or two things which will distract you. Is also part of unsafe driving practices. Another act of unsafe driving practices that we see today in Abuja is the issue of beating of traffic light. Okay. The issue of competition. You see two vehicles, you are driving, trying to, doing competition on the highway. You understand? Another thing is lack of patience. That 5 seconds, you will just be patient for a vehicle to pass or to take turn or whatever. That 5 seconds you wait, if you lack it, it can cause crash. So these are some of the things that are constituting unsafe driving practices. And this can have consequences. A lot of consequences. Loss of lives as a result of unsafe driving practices. Because it leads to crash, injuries, minor and major. Many people are deformed as a result of accident. Amputated legs, amputated hands, one eye, very serious mark on the face, and what have you in part of the body. Economic loss. If you have a crash as a result of unsafe driving practices that lead to crash, you may incur a lot of expenses, either to repair your vehicle or to repair the vehicle that you have crashed in, or any public facility like traffic lights or what have you that you have destroyed. Unsafe driving practices can lead to economic loss, seriously. Yes. It leads to many becoming orphans as a result of this. There is this psychological trauma. People that are inside their vehicle as passengers, when you are involved in a crash as a result of speeding or whatever, or dangerous driving, they pass through a certain trauma that they live long with it. These are some of the consequences. It leads to arrest by uniformed men. Police, road safety, VIO, and the rest can arrest you, and it can lead to fine. You can be fined, you can be taken to court, you can be imprisoned 6 months, because by traffic rules and regulation, a traffic offender can be imprisoned after a period of 6 months if it doesn't involve issue that he is convinced for murder, where you kill somebody intentionally by your vehicle while you are driving. So it can lead to imprisonment. There are a lot of consequences that this, and then another thing, damage to our road. Some people will carry load that is dragging on the road, on the tar, causing the road to be breaking. Some people can carry heavy load that is causing our roads to be undulating. You see, a very brand new road, because of the way we are behaving, it is becoming a road that is not stable. Yes. You understand? So unsafe driving practices are anything, like I said, that is dangerous, hazardous, unprofessional, unethical, not conforming to the standard, not ethics of what is expected as far as driving is concerned on the Nigerian roads. So, and these are issues that are constituting what? Road traffic crashes. And when they consider traffic crashes, it leads to what? There's loss of Nigerians at productive age. Majority of people that are 70 to 80 people that are always on the road are people at their productive age. The younger ones, people with talent, people with high education, people with health and what have you, people that are good. And these are the people that are always being involved in road traffic crashes as a result of our what? Unsafe driving practices.
So quickly,
yeah,
because we're short on time today.
Exactly.
What are the solutions to those things?
Solutions are 3 to 4. Okay. Number 1, people should have knowledge of traffic rules and regulation. Okay. Without knowledge, you can't do anything. People should have skills. Okay. You should have driving skills. Okay. People should make sure that their attitude towards driving, their attitudes and behaviors towards driving is something that is of standard, something that is acceptable, and something that is right. Okay. People should observe the do's and the don't. Importantly, patience. Okay. While you are on steering, people should be patient, should exercise being patient on the road. Okay. Practice defensive driving technique. Practice driving principles of defensive driving technique. People should practice that. Defensive driving technique, let me say it briefly, is considering only you when you are on steering or when you are on the road. Is only you that is sensible enough, that has the patience, that has the capacity, the ability to drive to avoid trouble and to avoid crash. Driving to avoid crash is what we call defensive driving technique. So people should drive with what? The skills of defensive driving technique. People should remember, like I said earlier, life has no duplicate. Road is not respecter of anybody. It is patient, the road, but does not forgive. People should know this. The road is patient, but it does not forgive. It's like a thief. You can thief for 199 days, the 100 days you can be caught. Yes. The same thing with the road. You can drive any way you want to drive, the road is patient. But the day the road will catch you, it may consume your life. So people should be very, very careful. Let me repeat. Road safety is everybody's business. Road safety is everybody's responsibility. Road safety is everybody's concern. People should always remember when they are on the road that their loved ones are waiting for them at home. So drive in such a way that you can reach your loved one peacefully, safely, and in a good health. Not for the loved one to go and meet you in the hospital. People should observe traffic rules and regulation and should avoid unsafe driving practices.
Thank you once again.
Thank you so much, Mr. Lama.
It's been an enlightening one once more from you. When we go on a short break and when we come back, Good Morning Abuja continues.